Oh yeah. 2, 3, 4. In this frail economy.
Hi, it's Lisa here, and this is my third blog about having braces in my 50s. I'm 8 weeks down the line now, and if you want to know a little bit about the treatment I'm having, it might be better if you look at my blogs 1 and 2 rather than repeat myself here. Anyway, so far so good. I've not had any problems really to speak of. The first week, yeah, a little bit of soreness, but really not much at all, not enough to warrant taking any pills or anything like that. Really, it's all been plain sailing. As you can see them now. They don't really show that much, and people don't seem to really notice. Obviously, if you come up close to me, you notice. In photos, they don't really show, and yeah, this video you can probably see them, but that's because I'm sitting quite close to the camera. I'm not conscious of having them at all. I've been absolutely fine with them. But then I did prepare myself well, as I mentioned in my first blogs, my early blogs, that I am scared of the dentist. So this is something that I've taken a lot of time to think about having done. But actually, the visits I've made to the dentist have been pleasurable. So I've been fine. Anyway, the first thing that I had to encounter really was these bite blocks that were put on my teeth to stop my top teeth banging on the brackets on my lower jaw. I wasn't expecting them, to be honest. I didn't know what they were, but it makes sense in a way because you know, if your top teeth bang in the brackets, first of all, they can knock the brackets off, and also they can damage your teeth, so no one would want that. And the dentist did say to me that they'll take a few days to get used to, which actually they did, and probably after maybe 2 weeks, my teeth had moved sufficiently out of the way so those bite blocks weren't really necessary anymore. I had my wire changed last week, so I had them taken off at that point. Anyway, the first sort of major thing I had to encounter was singing with my band. Not the visual side of it. I wasn't worried about that. I had a microphone in front of me anyway, but I wondered whether this was going to affect my singing, and even with the slight speech impediment from the bite blocks, I didn't have any problems, and I forgot all about them, to be honest. So it was absolutely fine. About 3 weeks into the treatment, I had a phone call from a journalist who had seen one of my blogs, and she just wanted to have a chat to me about having braces and what my take on them was. Did I think they might be the new Botox of the future, that type of thing, in terms of giving older women facelifts, that kind of effect. So she was very interesting, and she was interested to hear what I had to say as well. Then she called me back after about half an hour and said, I'd like to send a photographer over and a makeup artist, and I'd like to do a photo shoot with you because I think you'd be ideal to kind of head this feature that we're doing, because you have so much to say and your attitude is the kind of thing that we're looking for. So I said I didn't mind that at all. So about a week after that, these clothes started arriving, and my size, of course, and then the photographer turned up on the day with the makeup artist, and they spent about 2 hours making me look pretty good, actually. Very surprising, I know, but it was a really nice experience, and they were lovely people, actually, and we had loads of fun. So that was that. But what I should have said, about a week before that, I had a curry, and anyone who has these white clear ceramic braces with the little white rubber bands that go around the brackets will know there is one thing you mustn't have, which is curry. The reason being that the turmeric in the curry turns the white rubber bands yellow. That in turn reflects on your teeth and makes your teeth look terribly yellow, which is awful, horrible thing. So what I did have to do at that point, I called my dentist, explained that I was having a photo shoot for the Daily Mail, and could he help me? And I was kind of a bit embarrassed really, but he said, come over and I'll change the bands. It will only take 5 minutes, which he very kindly did. Thank you, Chig at Epsom Dental. So that was that. The piece hasn't run in the Daily Mail yet. I don't know how it takes a while once the article has been handed in to actually be featured. So watch this space and look out for it. Should be interesting. They took loads of pictures of the whole of me, but I'm sure the ones they use will be just of my mouth, so you probably won't recognise me anyway. So that was that. And one thing I wanted to mention about Atlantis, actually, about my band, is I had an interesting experience at the weekend. Considering I am now 8 weeks down the line, my bite has, the teeth have really expanded, the jaw has really expanded, or my bite has, because one of the problems that I had was that the teeth were crowding inwards, causing my bite to narrow. I've noticed a massive improvement in my voice, which some people say isn't difficult, but honestly, I'd never heard anyone say this before, but I found the resonance in my voice was so much better, so much easier to sing. I just wish I'd done it sooner. You know, I've been singing since I was 11 and playing the guitar and stuff, and I just wish I'd had this done now. But anyway, so that was that. Interesting. What else do I have to tell you? Food. I did chart the food that I ate for the first couple of weeks, because it's not a problem as such eating soft foods and things like that, but I don't really like too many soft foods. I couldn't find enough that would really work for me, so I kind of adapted the food that I would normally eat, and I just charted it because I thought it might be helpful for some people. But I thought the easiest way to do it would be to include it in the description box on this YouTube channel accompanying this video, and I thought that would be the easiest way of doing it. So if you go into the description, if you're interested, you can see what I had to eat for 2 weeks. It may not interest you at all. Finally, I wanted to talk about the wire change, which I had at 7 weeks because I was actually on holiday. It should have been 6 weeks. That was last week. So as I mentioned earlier, I had the bite blocks removed, which I was really happy about because they do kind of get in the way. But I had another little interesting, unexpected attachment, which is this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's you probably can't see it, but it's a little button made of metal that is stuck to the back of the tooth. The really bad cross one that I absolutely hate, because it hadn't, the bracket that was on it wasn't really in the right place. So in order to really make it move into the right place so it can be properly put in line with everything else, he's attached this button there, and then he got a clear elastic band. It's not one that you normally see that you have to change on people with braces, that you have to change every day. It's a real kind of, it's a slightly stretchier, I think, clear one, and that's been hooked on there. It's been pulled through the front, the middle of my teeth, and then stretched right to there. So it's hooked right on the back, and the idea is that it's meant to pull that forward. I thought I was going to get quite a lot of pain from that wire change, because people say it's really uncomfortable, but to be honest, I didn't. I had probably 2 days where my teeth were a little bit more sensitive, and if I thought about it really hard, I might have imagined that they ached a tiny bit, but honestly, it was really easy. You know, the only thing is, it's annoying having this little button there, because although I don't think it affects me speaking too much, my tongue hasn't left it alone since I've had it put there. I've not had any soreness on my tongue or anything, but it is, you can't forget about it too easily. And I'm now 5 days down the line after having it put on, and it's still, you know, I'm still aware of it all the time. That's the only thing. But if it moves that tooth, it will be more than worth the effort, definitely. So that's that. Anyway, I think I've probably said enough now. Please do look up my diet sheet if you're interested on the description box below. Please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in the subject, and perhaps you're having treatment yourself. I'll be happy to have a chat with you. And if you are in the middle of your treatment as I am, good luck, and I hope all is going well. And I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.
We share on another day.